From sheer delight to utter disappointment. Day 49 had the makings of one of the best days of the entire trip. The weather was perfect, the scenery was unbelievable. I went through 4, I think, conservation parks, all of them better than the last. It was just a great, scenic, beautiful day. And I managed to get the drone out and take a few shots throughout some of those parks. So a huge shout out actually to a partner of ours, the National Parks of South Australia, who also run Parks SA, for coming on board and helping out with a bunch of stuff, including the permission and licensing to film with the drone inside the national parks and conservation parks here in South Australia. So they've been brilliant, and the rest of the day was pretty good as well. Like, there was nothing that went spectacularly wrong. I got to see the sun setting over the top of Adelaide when I got to the top of Mount Lofty. It was just a really pleasant day. My parents even surprised me by meeting me here at the Woodhouse Activity Centre, which was fantastic to see them as well. I set up my tent and they took me out for dinner. So everything was left here at the campgrounds, and had a great old chat with Mum and Dad. And then made it back here, and unfortunately, someone throughout the course of me going out and catching up with Mum and Dad had pinched my sleeping bag and my blow-up mattress. So I still don't know where they are. That was last night. So thankfully, I had pre-organised a catch-up with someone who'd actually just recently finished the trail, Graham. So I'll be catching up with him tonight, and he can drop me off his sleeping bag and mattress. So I've at least, got something to get me through the rest of the trail. So it's a lot to digest actually, in terms of what my mental state is, and physically I think I'm okay, despite the long days, despite the hilly days. I think I'm okay physically, but there's a lot to consider when it comes to my mental state at the moment, because there's a lot of trust that goes along on the trail. I mean, I've left my stuff in far more unsecure circumstances with no issues, but to leave them here at a place that you think is quite safe and turns out not to be is just disrupts your trust a little. But the people here at Woodhouse have been great actually in helping out. Last night they had a little search party out and see if they could find any of those belongings, and even helping me get here set up at the grounds. They were fantastic. They had 800 kids here actually through Scouts last night, in fact over the weekend, and they still open up the doors and let me camp here. So it's fantastic for them to do that. It was just a bit of a sour note to have a great day and potentially a trip ruined by someone who obviously needs the camping equipment more than I, maybe. Anyway, I'll hopefully talk to you at the end of day 50 in a bit better spirits. Talk to you then.